Hey everyone, right here is one of my latest 3D printer projects. It's the Precision Rifle Dope Card Holder. Now for those of you that don't know what dope is, you probably don't need one of these, but to satisfy your curiosity and to give you a little bit of a hint, no, it is not a place for you to hide your weed.
Oh, and you can put your weed in there.
Without getting into a long lesson about what dope is, it stands for Data of Previous Engagement, and in a nutshell, it's the information you've gathered previously to know where your rifle is going to shoot at a given distance or with a given windage. This dope card holder is a pretty simple design. It's two pieces, one being necessary, one being optional. The necessary one is the part that slides over your Picatinny rail, and it has a wedge in it to hold a card of your choosing. This is kind of a friction fit, but say your rail is on the bottom end of the spec and it's a little bit loose or it gets loose over time. The second part of the print is this little keeper that just slides in. It goes in between the rail so that way it keeps it from being able to slide forward and backwards. So I got both of them, I used both of them, no reason really not to. So it is on there, but essentially it just wedges the card on there. Business card works really well because they're a little bit thicker, but you just wedge that in there and it holds on just fine. A little bit of wind isn't going to blow it out of there. You can also use a thinner card, index card like so. It doesn't pinch it quite as hard because the card is thinner, but overall it still works just fine if you need more space to write information. Get a little bit thicker cards, you'll probably do just fine. This one's a little bit skinny. But as far as printing it, I have printed it both like that and like that. You have to do one of the two ways to get it to work properly with the wedge. It worked fine both ways, but I think the best way is just like that because the supports underneath, when you tear the supports off, you know, it's never quite as clean as like when it's on glass or doesn't need the supports, but the supports add a little bit of rough texture to it to accommodate a little bit more of your rail. If it's sloppy, it's just going to move out of the way and allow it to hold on a little bit better. So I would recommend printing it with the open end down. Well, there you guys have it. If you would like to download the file for this and print it yourself absolutely free, we've got them in our 3D printer collection available at atlastargoworks.com.